Hey, what's going on? Luke here, and it is Grand Final week. The 2022 Grand Final will be between the Penrith Panthers and the Parramatta Eels. Who would have thought at the start of the season you would have been saying Parramatta and Penrith playing? Actually, a lot of people probably would have been saying that. Actually, I was one of the people who was saying Parramatta was going to make the Grand Final. Weirdly enough, didn't say Penrith. Like, out of the two sides, you probably would have said Penrith would have been like the sure thing. And here we are in Rugby League Live 4 to make a combined 17. Now there's lots of great players, lots of representative players, some underrated players as well. But we've got to go ahead and try and pick the best 17 possible from both sides. Now, I think on paper, like you look at both of these sides and you can say there's a few players who are going to be locks. You guys like Nathan Cleary and such. But there's like some weird ones too. Like at the moment, Dylan Edwards playing fantastic. Gutherson's been there for a couple of years now. Who do you pick? Do you pick Gutherson? Do you pick Dylan Edwards? That is what we're going to find out. But before we do find out, I need to mention, if you happen to enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Follow me on social medias on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke on YT. And now we can jump on to Rugby League Live 4. So here we are in Rugby League Live 4. You can see I'm in the fan hub. That's where I've made it. I've made the new side. You're probably going to laugh at what it is called. It's a little bit hard to try and combine both of these because both of them start with a P. I mean, it's not that hard, but at the same time, I was struggling a little bit. You can see I got lots of custom sides. Got the 2020 ones. We got last year's one, Penbourne, Penrith. Actually, it was the year before, actually. I do have a combined one from the year before, which was Penrith and the Rabbitohs. But we're going to be looking at this one, which is the Parramatta Panthers 2022. You can see the jersey there, modelled by Regan Campbell-Gillard. Looking fresh, I might say, and I just moved it. But let's go back to it. Jersey was looking nice. I just got distracted. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. Had to add 2022, just in case we were just wondering, like, oh, what's confusing? So the identity, you can see 2022. Parith is what the club name is. The Panthers. Parith Panthers, I don't know if that really works, but it doesn't really have a great ring to it, but we're just going to go with it. P22 for 2022. You see all the colours there. Nice little display. I picked Panthers as the actual logo because they are the minor premiers. They've been good for the last couple of years, so I figured it's better than just having custom emblems, so I've gone ahead and done that. Well, so you got a little glimpse of the jersey just before. We're going to take another proper look at it. So you can see I've got custom little logos on the side. They don't look amazing, but I just thought I'd have like a nice little custom touch. I just said that was Regan Campbell-Gillard. It was Isaiah Yeo the whole time. Captain of the side, Isaiah Yeo. Can't believe I got that wrong. Apologies. Comment section probably roasting me at the moment. He looks massive too. Look at that ball. Looks tiny. Looks tiny. But you can see we incorporated a lot of the colours. We've got obviously the blue and gold or the blue and yellow of Parramatta. We've got the logos on the side. And the black jersey, I feel like the black jersey, it's a nice easy one. I tend to do that with a lot of the custom jersey. It's just a nice little base. I'm going in depth about the jersey. You probably just want to see the side. But you can see the pink there. It's for the Pink Panthers. Had to add in a little touch for the Panthers as well. But you can see there, the shorts, same sort of deal. Got all the colours incorporated. We got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and take a look at the main thing, which is the actual lineup. You can see here's the roster. We got 28 players to work with. I didn't want to bother adding like all the random players who I'm obviously not going to pick, never going to play. I just thought I'd chuck in the main guys. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And look, we're going to take a look at this lineup. I didn't even do the home ground actually, but I can fix that later. Oh, why is it doing that? Let me change it so we can actually see the player because they're side on at the moment. There we go. This will be better. This will be better. Alrighty, 1 to 17. I asked earlier, is it going to be Gutherson or is it going to be Dylan Edwards at fullback? Dylan Edwards it is. And I will say, some of these ratings are quite low or quite high. I haven't updated them in a long, long time. And to be honest, at the start of the season, I didn't think Dylan Edwards was that good. But he's been that good. Wouldn't be surprised if he finds himself in the World Cup squad for Australia. That's how good he has been. Is he like a Tedesco or something? No, but he works perfectly for this Panthers side. So we have Dylan Edwards at fullback. On the wings, you got Brian Toto. We have Micah Sevo. Taylor may have been ruled out of the grand final, so I'm not going to put Charlie Staines in, so Sevo was an easy one. Like, this was an easy, like, win combination. Centers is where it was a little bit tricky, because Penasini's pretty good, but Gutherson's been too good for too long. I needed to fit him into the side, and I know he played for New South Wales in the centers, and I absolutely hate it, and I still have shades of, like, Cape Ball just destroying him, but Gutherson's in the centers with Stephen Crichton, grand final specialist, big game specialist, just not for New South Wales. Both of these guys suck for New South Wales in the centers. I just got to say it. But they're my centers. They're my centers for this combined side. The halves, Nathan Cleary and Mitchell Moses. Both halfbacks, like you could say, yeah, chuck Jerome Luai and chuck Dylan Brown in. For me, though, you have to have both of these guys. If both of them are available, like both of them both play the same position, but in this case, one's going to be 5'8", and it's going to be Mitchell Moses. He's more of a runner to me than Nathan Cleary. Played a little bit of fullback back in the day, so he can do it. I think Jerome Luai would be the next in line if we're going for like Dylan Brown or Jerome Luai, though I do really rate Dylan Brown, but just at the moment, runs on the board. You'd have to go with Cleary and Luai, but we're not doing that. We're going Cleary and Mitchell Moses. Forward pack, I should say. I'm going to say forward row. Front row, we have James Fisher-Harris, we have Junior Paulo, one from each side, and then we have Api Koroisau. I think Koroisau over Reed Mahoney, pretty easy one for me at the moment. Reed Mahoney is still very, very young. Koroisau, he's really good. I don't really like him that much off the field, but he's really, really good. Gets Penrith out of a lot of trouble. Be interesting to see how they go next year without him. But Koroisau's there. Fisher-Harris, absolutely incredible. He's an animal. Junior Paulo can be an animal on his day. Be interesting to see how he goes in the grand final, whether he steps up. He's got all the attributes to win the Eels this game. Don't know if it's going to happen. Speaking of winning the game, I didn't expect Sean Lane to be doing that last week, and that's exactly what he did. And for that, I'm rewarding him with a starting spot. Could easily have gone with a couple other different options. We're going with Kikau. Kikau was an easy one for me. He had to be on that side. Hare's not quite there, but whatever. 88 rated for Kikau. He's a prop in this game too, which is strange. I always thought that was weird. Got Isaiah Yeo, the captain, who I said was Regan Campbell-Gillard. It's not. Are they even similar? They're kind of similar, not really. Isaiah Yeo, ball playing lock. Best lock in the game by far. Chucked him in there. Easy one. Didn't even have to think about that. Then the bench, Jerome Luai. I talked about him earlier briefly. I talked about whether he could be in the starting side. He definitely could be. And instead we've gone with him on the bench. It is what it is. Just going to have to deal with that one. Ryan Madison, a little bit of versatility. But basically it was just like him or... I mean, Nathan Brown's probably going to play, but didn't want to chuck him in. But Isaiah Papali'i was the other one I was looking at. And I was like, who do I put in? Papali'i or Ryan Madison? I went with Madison. Regan Campbell-Gillard is there too. You've got Liam Martin. I can't leave Liam Martin out. Weirdly enough, I actually kind of did have him out of the side, but I was like, dude, the guy plays for New South Wales. He's a starting second rower in a team that's been winning premiership after premiership. Or they probably will win this premiership, but they're making grand final after grand final, minor premierships, being locked in for New South Wales. Got to have him in the squad, or at least in the side, sorry. Nathan Brown, very hard to leave out, although Parramatta haven't had any problem doing that. Reed Mahoney, another one. Dylan Brown. Like the rest of these guys, like your Morgan Blaze, Opacheks, Moses Leota, Sorensen, Targo. Like, I don't really have any problem leaving them out. The only real question marks I have on this side, in terms of, like, where I'm not sure, is pretty much just Gutherson in the centres. Or Dylan Edwards. Dylan Edwards could probably play in the centres, I don't know. But I've gone with Gutherson. He's done it before, so... Yeah, I'm keen to actually have a game with this one. So tomorrow's video will be me playing with this combined side. Probably take on last year's one, the Penrith and South team. And I think we'll get the job done. But, we've got a lot of strike weapons to work with. Although I will say some of the overalls are quite low. Like, who are we looking at? Sevo, 83. Could be way higher. Dylan Edwards could easily be like an 86, 87 these days. Isaiah Yeo should be higher. Sean Lane, probably a little bit higher. Liam Martin, 84. Could be way higher. Like, Brian Madison, 83. A lot of little fine-tuning I can do to this squad, but guys, that's how I'm going to wrap things up here. Let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts of this combined side. Is there anyone I've missed out on? Anybody who shouldn't be there? Anyone who should be there? Let me know your combined 17. Anyways, like I said, I'm wrapping things up there. If you happen to enjoy that video, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, make sure to use the notification bell. Don't rely on the sub boxes. Use the notification bell and never miss any of my videos. Whilst you're at it, go ahead and chuck me a follow on social media. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke on YT for the most part. My Facebook's Mr. Luke, but everything else, including Snapchat, including TikTok, is Mr. Luke on YT. Give me a follow, give me an ad. Also, become a member of the channel. Plenty of you guys have been members over the past year. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bottom of my heart, you've really supported the channel. I haven't exactly been consistent, but grand final is here. The grand final week's here. I've got to be consistent, so expect a few more videos from me this week. A lot more videos, maybe a couple of streams. We'll see how we go. But guys, thanks for watching this one. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you on the next one. See yous.